Kids of all ages love Halloween, but as parents, we want to make sure our children stay safe tonight. Joan McVoy with the Nebraska Regional Poison Center is here with some smart ways we can do just that. And how busy is your office this time of year?
We're really busy.
I can imagine. All right, tell us what last year you got the most calls about glow sticks?
Yeah, glow sticks.
Why?
We had over 400 calls on glow sticks last year. And I think my biggest message is don't run to an emergency room if your child gets into a glow stick. Call the Poison Center. We're going to keep you home. We'll tell you exactly what to do. It's got a chemical in there called dibutyl phthalate that can be kind of irritating. If you get in your eyes, we'll tell you how to irrigate. We'll do follow-ups with you, but you definitely do not need to run to an emergency room for that.
Can kids, there's something in there where kids can actually ingest it too, right?
Yeah, there's a liquid in there. It's soft, it's pliable, so little kids will put it in their mouth. But you want to have it because tonight's the night a lot of kids will get hit by cars and things like that. But little tiny ones, just make sure they're not put in their mouth.
What else should we be mindful of tonight before we even head out the door?
I think feed the kids before they go out. Just give them dinner. I know they're excited, but so that way by the time they get home, you can go through their treat bag and check out everything.
Because if they're hungry, they're going to want to stop and open some of that candy.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Costume-wise, there's so much to think about. You brought some helpful reminders for us.
I did. If you're going to wear a mask or a costume like that over your face, like Pinky's is not on correctly. I let him keep it on because it's not inhibiting
What is Pinky doing wrong?
His mask isn't on right, but it's up high, so it's not, he can still see. But if you're going to do things like makeup, make sure you do a little test first to make sure you're not going to have a skin reaction. Don't put the kids to bed with the makeup still on, because they'll wake up in the morning and they'll have some skin irritation. These are the things you put into the pumpkins. They're little hydrocarbon fuel containers. Kids drink them, so that can be a problem if they get into that. Or tonight, everybody's going to be wearing coats, so they'll be dragging. Just make sure you stay away from the flames and the pumpkins on the doorsteps.
That is all good reminders. So let's talk about the candy, because the kids are going to want to do it. How important is for parents to inspect all of that candy before they even get into it?
Well, it's been decades really since anybody's had a problem with tainted candy, but still it's always a good idea. Make sure you're going to go to homes where you know the people that are living there, and if it's a homemade thing, if you don't know them, I'd still pitch it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Is there an age, and it's probably up to the parent, that you want to go to the houses that when they're in the neighborhood, but what age is it okay to kind of let the kids go on their own, you think?
That's a good question.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
It's up to the parents, I think. It's just common sense, but kids are out and everybody needs to be careful and cautious tonight.
Let's talk about some things we also need. We want reflectors, but what else? Flashlights, what else should they have in hand?
Yeah, well, they also talk about the kids being out tonight, walking around, the older kids that they're going to be texting, so they need to be careful. They're watching when they cross the streets. But tonight, most of the people going to the emergency rooms are going to be the people who either get hit by a car or fall down because their costume didn't fit right, or someone's carving the pumpkin and they get an injury with a knife. But the poison things, call us at the Poison Center, 1-800-222-1222. Nurses will answer all your questions for you.
There it is, the number on your screen. Also, you can go to nebraskapoison.com. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Pinky, you did fantastic. What a wonderful mascot. Thank you.